What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Welcome Family Hustle TV. Y'all know what we got to get into today. Basically, we got Jim Jones basically taking credit for putting Kid Cudi on. You know what I'm saying? He taking credit for basically saying Day and Night blew up because of him. Before he blew up on the remix, he said nobody knew about Kid Cudi, nobody heard of Kid Cudi, but he was specifically talking about New York City. Because when I first heard it, I'm like, man, Capo tripping. I don't know what he talking about. But then he said New York City. And basically after it spread through New York, basically that's when the song blew up. So I'm like, okay, he might have an argument there. But I'm gonna be real. I never heard Jim Jones' version of Day and Night. I only heard Kid Cudi's. That's it. Down south, we heard Kid Cudi version. We ain't hear Jim Jones' version. At least I did. You feel me? But I'm gonna let y'all get y'all take on it, man. We gonna watch the video, watch the clip, and see what we think. You feel me? Y'all know my motto, we here for a good time, not for a long time. So let's get to it.
Nigga remix this right here. Night in, what it was, Day and Night? Day and Night.
That was one of the biggest.
Nigga, you remixed that. I said, I didn't know that shit.
That's how y'all know Kid Cudi. You wouldn't have never known Kid Cudi if I didn't remix the record in New York City. I made that the biggest record in New York City. It wasn't Kid Cudi. Nobody knew who Kid Cudi was. Kid Cudi became about because he had video directors that I wanted them to do a video, and I asked them to show me a video they did before, and they showed me this kid on top of a roof with a record called Day and Night.
Right.
He worked in the store under the label. There's nobody. I was like, oh, yo, did this? I said, I like the record. Get the beat of the record. I want to do a remix. If you give me the beat of the record, I'll let y'all shoot my video. These kids was trying to shoot a video for free for me.
Oh.
Like, I got the beat. I told them they went crazy. You want to do it. I got the beat. I shot the video to the beat, and I never even put the shit out. They put it up on YouTube. They ripped it off of YouTube, and it became the biggest record in New York City. And that's how Kid Cudi became an artist. They ended up giving him a big deal off of Jim Jones' back. If I'm lying, I'm fine.
Nigga remix this right here. Night in, what it was, Day and Night? Day and Night.
I don't know, bro. You saying giving him a record deal off of your back? Capo, that's a little bit of a stretch, Capo. Capo, that's a little bit of a stretch, my boy. I have to say, I don't know. I can't say that, bro. But Kid Cudi responded, man. We're going to check out what Kid Cudi had to say. Let's look.
Oh man, so starting my day and I see something online that I have to address, right? So Jim Jones, first off, we love Jim Jones, right? Like I grew up on Jimmy, like he's the homie. I met him when I was coming up. He was cool, right? Jimmy, I'm gonna address you directly, my nigga. You talking about how you are responsible for my success is a lie. You need to stop lying to people. You get on your little podcast and you start gossiping and talking shit, and everybody on your podcast don't know the truth, so they all agreeing with you. But if you look under the comments under that post, you'll see people are letting you know what time it is. This is part one. I got more to say. Day and Night was already a hit record before you touched it, my nigga. I put it on my MySpace, it blew up. Okay?
For you youngins out there who don't know about MySpace, MySpace was the thing before Facebook. You feel me? MySpace was the thing before Instagram. MySpace was the thing before TikTok. You feel me? MySpace was Facebook of today. You know what I'm saying? Of yesterday. MySpace was Facebook before Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You had, your little profile. You could put your little song in the background, edit your profile, set it up however you want to, put songs on there. That's how a lot of artists blew up in that era. They put songs on MySpace, just like Kid Cudi talking about right here. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I heard Kid Cudi version. I never heard Jim Jones version or Day and Night. You know what I'm saying? But in the sense of it being played in a bigger, huge market like New York, I can't say that Capo ain't had nothing to do with that because I wasn't up there. So I can't speak on that. You know what I'm saying?
I had an entire mixtape. I was on my way. Motown was courting me. Kanye wanted to sign me. All because of Day and Night, because I put it on my MySpace and it blew up, my nigga. It blew up. I can promise you that Sylvia Rhone did not listen to your remix and say she wanted to sign me. That is not why I have a record deal, bro. Nothing you're talking about is the truth. How do you think I had a music video? I was shooting the music video. I was already on. You saw a hit record and jumped on it, my nigga. Like, you didn't make me, man. You didn't make me. So, like, you got to stop telling these tales, my nigga. Like, you got to stop.
See, in my opinion, I think Capo should have did a better job of explaining that, you feel me? I think he should have really said, like, nobody in New York had heard of Kid Cudi, you know what I'm saying? Day and Night song, you feel me? Until he jumped on the remix. Maybe he should have said nobody, he felt like he had a hand in boosting Kid Cudi's career. You know, that's what he could have said, but we all know what Capo be doing, man. Capo try to stay in the algorithm. Capo need people. Now, I ain't gonna say he need, but Capo want people to keep talking about him, to keep him relevant, bro. We know what Capo be doing, but at the same time, I can't say he responsible for getting Cudi that deal, because that song was legendary, bro. To this day, that album was legendary. But if you go back and listen to that album that song on, legendary.
I want to shout out everybody that's been in the comments letting this nigga know what the truth is. You know, but it's crazy how people just be trying to like take credit for my success. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild, you know? Like, and I like Jimmy, man. It kind of breaks my heart to hear him on here trying to take credit for something that he's not a part of. You know what I mean? You jumped on my shit. I didn't ask you to do that. You know, and granted, they played it on Hot 97 every day, and it was a thing on Hot 97 on the radio. But I was an international artist from jump. Like, I had the world, my nigga. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand. But I'm gonna address this now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more tales, my nigga. You ain't had nothing to do with this. So yeah, man. Just wanted to address that, you know.
Nah, I think we can play the song because it's not copyrighted. Not Cudi version, you know what I'm saying? But we can play Capo version. I'm gonna tell y'all, to me, it's not better. It's not better, bro, than the original version. It just ain't. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Capo, I'm sorry, bro, but this ain't doing it for me. So I'm gonna let the people hear. I'm gonna let y'all hear and let's see what y'all think.
Jones, we born to die, for real. So I get high just like I'm born to fly to the moon. I'm in the court with marijuana eyes. Sorry, Josh. We hit the clubs until the morning rise. Cause of last night. Cause day and night. We run the streets, hope I don't pay that price. Pray for me. They got the nerve to tell me press my brakes. What? And if I do, then how will rent get paid? Hey, tell me. So now I'm thinking that. What's your thought? 200 stacks, what would it bring me back? Thinking of flip. Especially now that recession's hit. Hard out here. My only answer to my question is you figure it okay, out. Now here's a thought. One more thought. Streets is a man.
I'm sorry, bro. That don't do it for me. I like, shout out to Capo though. You know, I rock with Capo, but nah, bro. I can't say this what blew up Kid Cudi compared to the original version of Day and Night. Come on, bro. Like, it's night and day, bro. It's night and day. It's no comparison. Like, I get Capo, you know what I'm saying? Bro did his thing or whatnot, but I can't say you had any hand in helping Cudi getting signed. Everybody know what Cudi brings to the game. Everybody know what Day and Night was doing around that time, back in that time, bro. Everybody back in '09, day and night. You couldn't go to a club without hearing that song, bro. And I can promise you, I never heard a capo version in the club. I never heard it. Probably played it in New York, but definitely wasn't playing it where I was from. You feel me? Like every time you heard it on the radio, you heard Cudi version. You ain't hear the capo version. Unless I'm tripping. Y'all let me know in the comments, am I tripping? Because I never heard capo version until today. And it ain't that. I'm sorry, it's not that, bro. But hey man, y'all let me know. Bang it up in the comments, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all already know, man. And it's your boy, Welcome Family Hustle. I'm out, man.